information, your family will be given information, okay, of what you want for your assets, okay? So again, that's why we do financial literacy education, right? Because a lot of times people are confused of what they have, right? So again, life insurance is different from a will. A will is like instructions that you're going to leave your family behind so that they know what to do with your assets, okay? And again, once again, thank you for joining me here. We have here Philip Espinosa. We have Al Walid. Okay, if you want to join me, you can just click the wanna join, and I can accept that if you have certain questions. Once again, I'm here to help anybody here, okay, to analyze their life insurance policy. Because most of the times, you know, when things happen, people don't even know what they have. And then they're devastated because, you know, their family doesn't get anything, okay? So life insurance is very important, okay? Because, you know, it is something that can help your family with finances in case, you know, something happens to the breadwinner, right? So it is very important to know, okay, to analyze these policies because families, you know, when somebody cannot anymore decide on the things that they want to do with their assets or with their life insurance, okay, the families don't even know, right? So again, I was talking about the different types of life insurance, okay? Number one, there's term, and number two, there's permanent life insurance. Okay, term is you just pay, like it's like renting an apartment, or it's like your car insurance, okay? Term life insurance is you're paying, and then when the term ends, okay, you don't get anything. There's no cash value, okay? But permanent life insurance, okay, is like term plus cash value, okay? So you're building equity. So with permanent life insurance, there's different types of permanent life insurance. There's a whole life insurance, okay? One of them is whole life, which is the common one, which was what they call this, started in the 1960s. It's like our grandfather's life insurance, right? And then we also have the variable life insurance, okay? So this one is like you put your money, the extra money that you pay in the market, okay? So it goes with investments. There's another one, universal life, okay? Universal life is also a term plus cash value, okay? That's universal life. And then it is tied up with a certain growth, okay? Usually like 3 to 5%. And another permanent life insurance type is the universal life insurance. So a lot of times companies have different features for the universal life insurance. So this type of life insurance is tied up with an index, okay? So your money or the extra money that you pay aside from the cost of insurance, okay? If you have extra, you paid extra on that insurance, that money, okay, is put in an index. So they're looking at a number, you know, if the index goes down, you don't lose anything. So some companies even give you 0.75% even if the index goes down, okay? And then some companies also have a cap, okay, on the index. So if the index goes up to maybe like 15% and their cap is 15%, then your money grows 15% yearly, okay? And then of course, this index universal life, some companies, okay, they offer free riders, okay? They have terminal illness riders. That means terminal illness, that means if the doctor says you only live 12 months and below, that means you're terminally ill, right? You get 100% of that life insurance. So for example, okay, you're insured $500,000, right? And then suddenly, you know, you pass away. Or no, you get terminally ill, okay? So that $500,000, you can get to use it. The company will give you that check, okay? $500,000 because you're terminally ill. So you can use that money any way you want, right? So this type of life insurance is not only when you die. It's also if you're living, you get sick, you get to use the money, okay? Another feature of Index Universal Life is, you know, they offer also critical illness. So in case you get critically ill, some companies give you 24% of the death benefit. Some companies give you up to 90% of the death benefit. So there's different companies that does that. Critical illness is like, you know, cancer, heart attack, heart bypass. There's different types of critical illness. And if you get critically ill, okay, example, if you have $500,000 life insurance, okay, you get 24% off that $500,000, even if you only paid for a year, right? So isn't that great? You use life insurance in case you get sick, not only when you die, okay? I don't know if you know these types of life insurance, right? And another one that other companies also offer is long-term care, okay? So many times in the US, okay, I don't know if everybody here is from the USA, okay? USA, long-term care is another problem that people have. So when families, okay, need long-term care, long-term care, right? Like for example, your family has Alzheimer's disease, and Alzheimer's disease is really a very, very serious illness because it's 24/7. You gotta take care of that person 24/7, okay? What if you don't have anybody that can take care of that person, right? So who's gonna take care of him? Okay, to get somebody to take care of that person that has Alzheimer's disease, you gotta pay for that person. Usually it's like, $25 an hour. So do you have the money to cover for that cost in case that happens to your loved one, right? So that's why it's very important, okay, to have long-term care, okay, in your policy. Because when that happens, okay, hopefully it doesn't happen, but what if it happens, right? So we gotta plan ahead, like plan for the unexpected, because when it happens and you're not ready, right, this costs money, okay? So that's why people, even if they have millions of dollars, okay, they get drained because of all these medical costs, right? So what is your plan if that happens? So that's why a lot of times people get life insurance with a long-term care rider, okay? And it's very minimal, okay? So it's included in the life insurance. Sometimes you just pay extra $10 a month or $12 a month or sometimes $30 a month, depending on the age and depending on the health, okay, of that person that is insured, okay? So that's why, okay, people also get long-term care insurance rider together with the life insurance. So that's another type of life insurance, and it's included in the Index Universal Life, okay? And the most important thing in this type of life insurance is if you get it young, okay, this Index Universal Life, okay, the growth of the money is really very, very great, okay? Because I know, because my kids have it. My kids is like, my youngest is 21 years old, my second is like 24 years old, my third is 26. And I've seen the growth in this Index Universal Life from 0.75 to 15%. So if it is something that you want for your kids, okay, to have like a growth in the future, maybe after 30 years, okay, it can also be planned as their tax-free retirement, okay? So how many of you have already heard about tax-free retirement? Did you know that life insurance, like Index Universal Life, can be used for tax-free planning in the future, okay? So it can benefit, young people. But if you're older, okay, these types of life insurance is more of the, in case you get sick, okay, you need long-term care, in case you get critically ill, so that you don't have to use your assets, your investments, or your retirement money for your medical bills, okay? So again, there's a lot of things that life insurance can do for you. So you just have to be educated, and that's why we offer this financial literacy classes, okay? Again, welcome to my live show, okay? If you want to join me, you have questions about your life insurance policy, please just join me, okay? I don't know what thing you need to click on this one to join me, but I can just accept, okay? So join me if you have any questions specific to your life insurance policy, because most of the time, people, again, they have life insurance, but they don't even know what they have, okay? True to life story, because me, I'm very well educated, but I thought I knew everything until I attended these workshops, okay? There's workshop about, we offer workshop about types of life insurance, because it's very important that you know these things, okay? Very important, all right? Because when things happen again, okay, you gotta be prepared. You gotta also educate your family of what you have. You gotta know your policy, okay? Because every year, okay, I don't know if your agents do sit with you and review your policy. You gotta review your policy every year so that you're ready in case things happen. You know what you have, okay? And your agent need to sit with you every year to analyze your policy, because sometimes your needs change, right? Every year, okay? See if your life insurance policy still fits your lifestyle. Because most of the time, okay, your life insurance policy may not even be enough, okay? You gotta see if you have enough coverage, okay, in case things happen. You need to know if your policy, okay, is the policy that you want, right? Okay, the features that you want, because there's a lot of types of life insurance out there that are really great, okay? You just have to educate yourself. Again, I'm gonna tell you a true to life story. When someone talked to me about my life insurance like 4 years ago, okay, when I joined this organization, this financial literacy campaign, I really thought I knew everything, okay? But then one day, this person sat with me and asked me, okay, hey, do you have life insurance? She asked me. I said, yeah, I do have life insurance. I got it from somebody who went to my work and then offered me this life insurance, and I just signed up, okay? So I said, I'm paying like 80 something dollars a month, and I think it's a permanent life insurance because it's a little bit higher than term life, right? I don't even know. I said, so she asked me, so can you please get it, right? So I said, well, I don't even know where is my life insurance policy, right? So how many among you are like me, are guilty of that, right? We don't even know where our life insurance policies are, right? So I said, okay, let me look. Let me see where my life insurance policy is. Okay, so I dug into my filing cabinet, okay, found my life insurance, and then okay, I said, oh, wow, it's here. I don't even know what I have, right? So she looked at my policy and then studied it and then looked at it, and then she said, well, you have a universal life insurance. I said, well, what is that? I don't even know I got a universal life insurance, right? So she explained to me that universal life is like, you're paying cost of insurance, and then there's this extra money that is growing, okay, from around 2 to like 3% or sometimes 5%, okay, very low, right? Compared now to our inflation rate, which is around 8%. So it really doesn't grow much, right? So I called my agent at that time, which my agent is really not responding. So I called the main company and asked them how much do I have in my cash value. So luckily, my money already grew a little bit, right? Just a little bit. And then she explained to me that, my coverage is around, I think I only have like 100,000 coverage, right? So I was like, oh my gosh, I said 100,000, and then my house is like this much worth. Like, what if something happened to me? My family will not be able to pay off the mortgage because I only have 100,000 coverage. And of course, I also have some debts, right? Credit card debts, car payments, like student loans. Like, really, that 100,000 is not going to be enough to pay for all the things that I'm going to be leaving behind my family in case something happens to me. So that's when I became more aware of, I need to get more life insurance, because if something happens to me, what's going to happen to my family that's depending on me, right? All those responsibilities that I'm going to be leaving behind, right? They're going to be devastated because I did not live enough to pay for all those things that my responsibilities, right? So really, I realized that I was underinsured, okay? And this life insurance doesn't even have any riders, right? And I asked the person that that explained to me this life insurance. I asked her, I said, well, what if I don't die? What if I get sick, right? Because most of the time people don't die, they get sick, right? Like, for example, my mom, who had stage 4 cancer and got to live for 5 years more when she had stage 4 cancer. So that means, where will I get the money to pay for this treatment? Because, cancer treatment is very expensive. And most of the time, if you don't have cancer insurance, your health insurance will not cover for that. All right? So really, I realized that I needed coverage in case I get sick and I cannot work. So what is my plan? I said, in case that happens, that I cannot depend on just, praying and hoping that I will not get sick, right? Most of the time, people get sick because my family, again, example, my family, okay? My parents' side, my mother's side, there's like 10 siblings. 6 of them had cancer, okay? So what is the probability that I will have cancer? Most likely, okay, I will get critically ill because of that history, right? So, I have to cover myself in case that happens, because I don't want to be a burden to my family, right? So I don't want my family, my kids, to feel like I felt when my mom had stage 4 cancer, because, you gotta pay for those treatments. It is not cheap. It is very expensive. But luckily, I have a sister who have money. What if you don't have someone that has money that can cover for that treatment, right? So most of the time, people are left financially devastated, doesn't know where to get the money. They would sell their property. They would drain their, their retirement funds, their investments to cover for that medical cost, right? So that is why it is very important, okay, very important to really know what you have, okay? And if you need, more coverage, okay, you need more features in your life insurance, okay, sit down with someone that can help you analyze what your need is, okay? Because Every person is different. The need of every person is different. Okay. Again, there's this guy that is on TikTok saying everybody should get term, right? And then invest the difference. Well, not everybody needs term. Well, I have term too, and I have permanent life insurance because, it's like extra coverage, right? But I also have permanent life insurance. And my need is different from your need. So not everybody, it's like not one size fits all, right? Your t-shirt size is different from my t-shirt size. Your shoe size is different from mine. What you need is different from mine, right? So every person is different, right? So why will you tell them to get term? Okay, it's not like one size fits all. Okay, so that's why you gotta sit down with a licensed financial professional like me, okay, to analyze what you need. And we do this for free. We do free consultations. We do free, financial needs analysis, okay, which you cannot get from a financial advisor, because most of the time when you sit down, before you even sit down with a financial advisor, okay, you gotta have like money, okay, a certain money before they even give you advice, okay. Sometimes, most of the time the people that go to those financial advisors, I'm not saying that all financial advisors are the same, but most of the people that I talk to, the financial advisors that I talk to, they gotta have this certain amount of money for them to give you advice, right? To know where to put your money. But here in our financial literacy campaign, okay, our organization, help people for free, okay. Why is that? Okay, how do there's a saying that says there's no such thing as free, right? Because I already talked to another person that says, oh no, there's no such thing as free. You're gonna get me anyways, like whenever, I have to pay some anyways. But I tell her, I said, well, my service is free. I don't care if you get from me, as long as I get you educated, okay, and you know what you need. I was able to help you, then I'm happy, okay. By the way, I also have a full-time job, okay? This is not just my job, okay? This is like my part-time, okay? I just love educating families. I love helping families. I don't even care about the commission, okay? What I care about is I educated you and you take care of your situation, okay? The thing that if you get it from me, then that's a plus, okay? But my main goal is mission first before commission. My mission is to educate at least 30 million families by 2030, and that is part of my campaign. That is part of our campaign for financial literacy, okay? And that's why we give free financial literacy workshops every day, twice a day, okay? I even give workshop one-on-one, okay? If you wanna, learn this concept, okay? It's like a 45-minute workshop, sometimes 1 hour, depending if you have questions. I do one-on-one classes, okay, because that's my main goal, to help you empower yourself, okay, empower yourself, educate yourself so that you can help yourself and you can help your families, okay, and you can help anybody, okay. Just like somebody helped me like 4 years ago, I am paying it forward, because all of the things that I've learned this workshop, really I apply them in my life, and it's making now a difference, okay. It has really helped me. It has helped me so much that I promised myself, that I said I'm gonna pay it forward, because this is priceless, right? Education is priceless, okay? No one can tell you what to do if you are educated and you know things, right? And that's why we do this, because we want to help families become financially independent, okay? Learn for yourself, give value to yourself, educate yourself, and that's why we're doing this one. Again, this session is for anybody that wants information, wants help in analyzing their life insurance policies. A while ago, somebody joined me here. Okay, somebody joined me here. Thank you. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me, Rocky. So a while ago, somebody joined me. He thought it was all about health insurance. No, okay. This session is for life insurance policy. If you want me to analyze what you have, okay, let me know. Okay, you can join me in this chat and we can analyze what you have, okay. Again, it is very important that you know what you have, okay, because when things happen, okay, people really are devastated that they are not covered fully, right? And then they get mad with the company, they get mad with the agent that signed them up. But it is your responsibility. Don't get mad with the agent. It is your responsibility to read your policy. Make sure you know your contract. Make sure you know how much you're covered for. Make sure you know the features of your life insurance policy, because when things happen, okay, then you can show them, hey, it says here in my contract, this is what I have. So, I gotta get this, okay? So, you know your rights, right? but it pays, okay, to know what you have, right? You gotta know what you have. You gotta analyze what you have, because when you don't know what you know, or you don't know what you have, then who suffers, right? Your family will suffer, because you really did not educate them of what you have, okay? And you're paying for that monthly, so really it is your responsibility to know what you're paying for, right? It is your responsibility to reach out to that agent that signed you up with that life insurance, okay? So let me see. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions, Rocky? Any questions, Al Walid? Questions. Let's see. Okay, if you want to join me, just let me know, and I can let you join in this chat, in this live event. Let me know if you have any questions, and we can analyze your policy. Okay, so I have 3 more minutes before I end this live show, up to 9:30. So join me, okay? But let me tell you my workshops, okay? If you want to join me in my workshop, here's my workshop, okay? Let me see if I can chat. Okay. All right. Okay, last 3 minutes. If you have any questions, burning questions, let me know. Okay, before I end my live event. Okay. Again, I'm talking about the different types of life insurance. Again, it is our responsibility to know what we have. Okay, there's different types. One is term, and the other one is permanent life insurance. Okay, term is like you're just paying. It is very cheap, and it doesn't build any cash. Okay, there's no other riders. It's just like if you die, then the company pays you. And it's called term because there's an ending. Okay, so there's the yearly term, there's a 5-year term, there's a 10-year term, 15 years, 20 years, 25, 30 years. Okay, and usually when the term ends in those types of policy, okay, and you want to renew, it's really very expensive if you're gonna renew. Okay, sometimes it's times 10 the amount that you're paying. So most of the time when the term ends, people don't renew anymore. So what's gonna happen if you don't renew? Then you don't have life insurance, right? And we already know, okay, you should know that life insurance is very important. Okay, it is that type of protection that will give a certain cushion to your family in case the breadwinner passes away. Then they're fine, they're gonna be financially okay. Okay, that means they can have time, okay, to figure out, okay, how to replace the income that they just lost from somebody that just passed away. All right, so it is very important that you know what you have. Then there's another one that is permanent life insurance. And like I said, okay, the permanent life insurance, there's different types of permanent life insurance. Okay, there's the whole life, which is just grows from 1%, guaranteed 1% to 1.5%, very low. Okay, no riders. Okay, and then mostly it's expensive, and you pay it your whole life. Okay, and then there's the universal life, there's a variable universal life, and there's an index universal life. Another type of life insurance is the final expense. Okay, I bet you already heard about the shooting in a school in Texas, right? I don't know if it's 16 kids or 17 kids that were killed. Okay, and I think 2 adults that were also killed in that shooting. Okay, so people die every day, and then when people die, guess what? Okay, if people are not prepared in that situation because they think they're not gonna die soon, right? They don't have the final expense, right? So final expense is a type of insurance that will pay for the funeral costs in case someone passes away. Okay, so again, every day I would see these postings, GoFundMe, crowdfunding, right? People passing away and don't have money to pay for the funeral costs, right? We cannot anymore, okay? We cannot anymore take that chance because, everybody dies, right? And when that thing happens and the family does not have anything in place for funeral costs, it is very hard for the family that is left behind, right, to get money, right, to cover for those expenses. Okay, and it's another stress that is passed on to them because the person that just passed away don't have anything in place, right? But this final expense is not only for old people. Okay, it is also good for young people because again, okay, who knew that these kids will die that day, right? So guess what? Okay, there's now a funding. Okay, well, good thing there's a lot of people that can help, but you know what? Why don't you just plan for it, right? Plan for that because someday we're all gonna die, right? So it's very important, be open-minded. Okay, it's not because you're planning for your death. No, it's because you're just being responsible. Because in case that happens, right? The people that will be living, you're gonna leave behind, will not be financially devastated. They have something in place, and they're gonna be very thankful that you did that. Okay, so it is like taking care of those people even if you're not there anymore, right? So again, final expense also is a very important insurance that you should have because in case those things happen, okay, at least people, the family that you're going to be left behind has something to pay for those expenses. Okay, so I'm gonna end now my live event. Okay, and I'll see you next time. Next time I'm gonna choose another topic to talk about. Okay, so you can also request if you want to talk about something else. Usually my topics are all about financial literacy. Okay, so financial concepts, finance one-on-one. So let me know. But my name is Elisa. Okay, and I am Elisa Financial Solutions in TikTok. And if you want a one-on-one workshop, okay, just message me and we can make that happen. Okay, again, good evening, good night. Have a safe holiday. On Monday is holiday. Okay, so have a safe weekend and enjoy your weekend. God bless. Bye for now.